Day 2, Sabot Junior Invitational, ABYC, Alamance Bay Yacht Club. And one of the first things you do when you get to a regatta is you go sit near the race committee boat. And I am not moving very fast. I'm moving more with the wind right now. Yesterday the current was pushing us away from the line very quickly, or pushing us down the course. So once they get the pin set, you should be going over there and sitting over there and start to get an idea of what the current's doing. If the current is against you, which is what we expect, that's good, because then you can keep moving into the final seconds of the start. You can keep moving forward and hold the same position over the ground. So it's actually kind of fun to start with an adverse current. It's just not very fun to sail adverse current when you're going upwind. The Naples Sabot's already hard enough. I actually think the current at the pin is almost moving. It's not moving at all.
Let's go ahead and pull that boat down a bit, please.
So you would do this yourself. We're not here to tell you what's happening all the time. You would go to the committee boat, you would go to the pin, and you'd start looking at it.
When you get to it.
If the current was going upwind like it was last week at the regatta, then you have to be coming in later. If the current is going from the upwind, pushing you away from the line, then you have to set up early. Still have 13 minutes to the start. But then you would come around the committee boat and you'd start to get a line sight here. The easiest line sights in the world. But they're gonna have to drag that pin back. It's too favored. But right now, there's that end, there's that end. I'm behind the line, and it's gonna be lined up with a barge or something, or a building here in just a second. I'm gonna tell you when I'm on the line. Yeah, I'm very close to the line right here. What do you think? Am I over right now, Sasha?
I think you're right on.
Yeah.
Dead on.
Super good line sight here. You can't see it because of all these boats. Oh, Newport Harbor's doing a practice start. They're gonna have to change this Lorelei, but once these boats clear out, look at the pin.
Okay, Dave, we're gonna come back a fair amount. I'll let you know on the radio because I don't know if you can see my
Oh,
hand
there they
gestures.
go. There you are. You see them moving the pin. And here you would be sitting, waiting for that to drop and settle. You can't
Okay, that's pretty close. We'll
look at
if we
it
need to
too
do
quickly. It looks
adjustments, I
like
can do
that
a
one
little
sets
adjustment on the
very
anchor line
quickly.
here as well.
But we're
Thank
gonna
you
have
very
a
much.
good line sight here.
If we need to adjust a little bit, we can. We've got about 10 minutes till we get into this.
So if I line the pin up with the end of the, if I get to the flags, I'm way below the line. So
Yellow mark in the water.
yeah, if you drop down to the flags, you're a little below the line, lined up with the flags. I'm over right now. So I could use these little pilings as a line sight.
Dave,
So this is
Lewis
what
Mark
you
said
would be
boat.
doing.
I'm
again.
sorry, but
See
the
how she's
line
doing
got a
this?
little short when we moved it back. Can I have you just
It's
lengthen it on
especially
the
good
same
to have
heading?
line sights when... Yeah, I think we're over a little
Yeah,
right
we'll
now.
head that way. Perfect.
Yeah,
I think if you
we're
line up
over by a
towards the
little.
edge of the
Now we're
seawall,
just getting
the
below.
left hand of the seawall where the
Yeah.
Marine Center is, that'll be perfect.
And then if you get to the American flags, you know you're below. You're definitely below now. I think the American flags are a good
Have to move
safety.
about 45 feet.
Yeah, yeah. So you just hold yourself right on the American flags like that, right on the flagpole, and you know you're behind the line. See that? And then if you start going backwards, you'll see the flags get. You'll see the flags. See how the
I think we're gonna
flagpole's
tug it
now
back
below the
down, too,
pin. Now
looking at
I'm
the
way down. Wow,
angles
they're
on
gonna
the
move
boat.
it down. And here you are again.
Okay,
This
we
is
got
why
it
you
about
need to have line sights.
20 feet.
Oh, he's moving it
and
again.
Bring it in.
Okay, they just dropped it again. Totally new line sight.
Okay,
Remember,
thank
our
you
old
very
one was
much.
over
Great
there.
work there, guys.
And this one
We'll
is
take a
going to
look
be
at that.
the mast. Here's the committee boat. There's the pin. And I am on the line right there. I am over by a fraction right there. Oh my goodness, I'm just having bad luck doing my drill here. Bad luck. Okay, so what am I going to do?
Yeah, line length is perfect there.
I'm going to go around. I'm going to show you what the line sight
Guardian,
would be
Guardian,
here.
it's a little bit more
My line sights
breeze
are
than what you've got the marks at. Are you
those
seeing that up
masts
there too?
there.
Just a little bit, like 10 degrees?
Oh, that's my safe line
agree,
sight. That
over.
puts me just
Okay,
off the
let's
line,
slide
so I
that weather
keep
mark
coasting
up
up.
towards C mark a bit, please.
And then I would hold position right
Thank you very
there.
much.
That should put
Yeah,
me
you're-
right behind the line. Just like that.
Is your
hold
bow not
position.
over a little?
My
Oh,
bow
a
might
little.
be. My bow might be over a little. Yeah, but as I go backwards, watch what happens. I go down. You see the palm trees? Now I'm
Yeah.
seeing my line sight's there, my safe line sight, and now I'm lined up with those. So I'm definitely below the line now. Those masts are super safe. Those masts up there are super safe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Sunday, day 2, Junior Invitational, February 2025. This is the reschedule event. It was originally supposed to be in January, and they had fires up here, so it got canceled, rescheduled. We got 10286 Celeste. So only 2 boats have really had good races every race. 10028 and 7938. Everybody else has had bad races. She's over. It'll be a general recall. Yeah, so now you just practice a little bit. Practice like
Okay,
you
Dave,
just did your speed
let's take
testing.
that
So just
pin and pull it down, please. Will
down.
do.
Look very carefully right there. And he didn't go with an I flag or a U flag. He's going right to black. I'm all for it, man. We got to get these races off. We're supposed to be here practicing. Can't have too many practice starts going on. Got to get 4 races in and then go watch the Super Bowl. Black flag. Go. This current line means the current is going down the course on the hard right more than it is in the middle here. And here they go. Good to have a line sight now, a safe line sight. A safe line sight where you ramp up your speed because everybody's gonna hang back more. Now, 9559. She could have been a little tougher there and headed that boat up a little, but I think she did okay. Steven, nice. Steven's got his lee board forward. This girl should put the bow down, down, down. Let's see what happens when they cross that current line. Often when you cross current lines, all of a sudden you see boats like all of a sudden like vent squirting out there. So I think there's less current where vent is. There's more current where the green boat is. There's more current against us where I'm headed. And then what we talked to Benton about is just reminding himself that this is practice and that he did win all 4 races on qualifying day at Nationals. He's got to put himself back in that mindset. Sometimes you go to new venues and the other people that are there are just tuned up, right? They've just been practicing on that venue for a few weeks and you haven't. So some of it could have been that, but you just got to mentally get in the frame of mind is I am going to be able to go out there and win 2 races in a row. Throw out my worst race and go from there. So there you go, 7938, good sailor. So when we're at practice regattas, what we want to do is we want to speed test every chance we get. And you can tell, man, this left is good. Steven right here, 10208. Perfect heel, tiny bit of heel. Yeah, perfect heel, tiny bit of lure chine in the water.
Finish boat. Is that too narrow?
Here comes Theo. He's not crossing Fenton. Look at this lifter. So what Steven should be doing right now, I mean, I can't be certain this isn't going to go further left.
Too narrow?
But what he should do right now, the mark is right here. He should be going fat. He should be sailing on what we call the fat side, just barely not squeezing too hard. Because if he gets a lefty, sure, he loses 2 boats. If he gets a righty, he tacks and he's winning. This does not feel like a lefty to me. Yeah, this flag is actually showing plenty of lead. So he's just staying hard on the wind. You would look at this flag. Steven's gonna get more wind here. Okay, these guys went too far. Here's Celeste. Excellent. Wow, Steven just sailed around her.
We're okay with the mark set right now for this wind, Dave. We'll hold. We won't adjust.
This is how you build patience. This boat. Good job, Theo. Oh, this is interesting. I'm gonna have to check the current here. Oh. A-Fleet, this is where it's at. It's really tight. Now, if you think it was a big righty, maybe you would jive. But again, Theo probably should have reached a little more. We're on the weather mark, and you just reach a tiny bit just to get more power than he had. Theo just got himself a little too slow. He just went too low. That's all right. It's advanced stuff. Okay, that was tough on Theo. I think he went too low on starboard, and then when he jibed, he was underneath some people. Again,
Bay barge, Whaler 6.
look at Poppy. Yeah, Poppy
go ahead,
did
Whaler
it.
6. How does your line look?
Pushing down
I
the
think it'll be
line.
fine for these next two starts.
C1s. Race 6 for
How do your little
the
box look? Good. Alright, Whaler 6 on standby. Thank you. Bay first, Guardian. Oh yeah, go ahead, Guardian. Sorry, I got those.
going a little bit low. Her lure telltale's wiggling too much. No? Yeah, it's wiggling a little too much. No, it's good.
Thanks, George.
We did have her, we're working on her not moving her body too much, being too violent. You can tell she wants it. She really wants to go fast. And we also talked to her about turning tighter so her main was flatter. I taught her how to look at the mainsail, pull it till it looks a little flat, and then just burp it out from there a little. I hear a drone up here somewhere.
Oh, right there.
Yeah. That's probably Gabriel from Long Beach Yacht Club. A-Fleet coming around the yellow buoys, and they've got to get around the C2 fleet. So it looks like Celeste is doing the best job there. Looks like Theo recovered a little bit. It's like Elle had a good downwind. We're working on the Danny North technique downwind, which is very little steering downwind, only airing towards more wind, keeping the boat perfectly balanced, just a little bit of lee helm, and then not moving our bodies very much, trying to get the boat very stable. Oh my goodness, Celeste is coming right through the C2 fleet. Holy smoke, here's Fenton. A-Fleeter here. Coming up on 1 minute for the C2s. We only have 2 C2 sailors, Declan 9162 and Vlad 10076. But you know why these guys went this way is the left was so favored. The left was so favored that they went ahead and sailed through bad air to get out here. He may be close to winning. Tell Celeste 10286 trims tighter than most people. She's got a lot of patience. Kind of a combination of intensity and patience, but she does stay on it without panicking. She gets a little scared at times. Theo, I think he had a rough downwind leg, but he is fast. He has come back. His sail is a little looser than Celeste. Most of our team all have the same sail. 076, good start. C1's race 1 on Sunday, race 6. C2's come around the orange buoy. Nice tack by Poppy, good job. She wants the left side, I know. So she just waited until she had a good lane, and then she's just barreling. Glad winning the C2 race. That'll help him out. I think he had 2 not so great races yesterday, and then a few pretty good, really good ones. There's Hudson trimming looser than 90, 60. You can see the T6 is really sensitive to hook. See how hooked that is? That's the big full sail. And he's got the he's got the Quantum sail. He's got the JR4 or something. It's flatter, more twisted. He's actually, this is his main competition really, and she is just going under the whole fleet, so he's gaining. Here comes the A fleet, Fenton winning, 103, 8-9 winning. And then we didn't have to worry about what we talked about. This yellow buoy is much further off the shore today, off the dock. So getting stuck in the glass down there from the rebound from these buildings, like we talked about, as the wind hits these buildings, bounces back, it causes the wind to do this big curve up over the tops of us. Yesterday that buoy was way over there, but today it's much easier to stay out of that death zone down there. So Fenton winning this race easily. And this guy came back big time. The guy winning the regatta, he came back big time. That was great. He's gonna round 4th. Cool. Out on the left side of the course, I dropped that apple in about 35 seconds ago. So the current on the left is going up the course, going out from this side, and the current on the other side of the course, on the other side of these current lines, are going that way. That's why the left's so much better. All right, great job, you guys. Came out to play today. Theo went from 1st to 7th. Now he's back to 2nd or 3rd. Great job. That's my highlight of the day already. It was just a mistake at the windward mark of going too low. His leech didn't have any power, and it was all flopping all over, and he needed to go higher. And he didn't. Celeste, I mean, she's in her own private wind, but she should press down a little towards Theo and ramp the speed up just a little more, and then the next lift she'll gap out again. But she should be, you know, I don't know, we'll see. Ooh. Again, you guys know this, but at Nationals, this finish line's gonna be right up under here, underneath these big homes. So it gets light up here, so you go with a tiny bit more heel to leeward, tiny. See how they're all just got they just got their windward chine just out of the water, a fraction. And 9339 is a C1, and Theo's crossing. That was it right there. Here's the finish line. Wow. 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 Easily, Jack almost winning. Lorelei right back in it. Yeah, so it looks like Lorelei getting a 3rd. I gotta look what scores are on 9-8, 9-4. We gotta go fast. Okay. Before race 2, again, now you come around, you check your line sight, it's exactly the same. I'm gonna use the same exact mass for my safe line sight, I think. And I'm gonna drop an orange in the water here, but you can see I'm below the line, and I'm lined up with an American flag. Drop the orange in the water there, come back in 1 minute. Okay, so safe line sight is right there. That's plenty close, so the line has not changed at all. For the A fleet, I did not film this start because there's not much to see. It's just a race to the left. That's all there is to it. It is a race to the left. and these kids are in a massive speed test right now. I'm really impressed with Steven today. He's just very stable. He did get he got a little bit heel delured in the last race up at the end when he got a little, not nervous, but he started getting gained on. He started to heel more. So Aiden's working with him on that. This is just great speed testing. Look how windy it is. This is the current line right here. When you cross this current line, you enter the escalator. I would just keep going. But look at him. Look at that. That looks really good.
10349. Finish boat.
Ready for the B fleet. There's another drone above us. There's a small B fleet with this long of a line. And so it should be easy to start. This is not good practice for Sabot Nationals. Sabot Nationals, you got to set up pretty early, minute 30, minute 15. And this thing you would set up a little later, away from people, and it is a flat out race from the left. We watched Steven tack out early and go a little ways, and he lost a bunch, and then he went back out to the left, and I think he's gained some back. So it is just a race to the left. And the A fleet kind of figured it out by themselves and with a little help from the coaches. South-southwest wind in Southern California, the left is usually the least risky place to be. And sometimes it's just flat out windier and better shift. Lorelei loves starting down here, so we'll see what she does. She's in the running to win this regatta, so she's got to be a little careful. I'm looking at these beef leaders and I'm a little worried. Jack, we're trying to get Jack to trim a little harder because his sail is a full sail. He's got the fuller quantum model, especially in the bottom. And this mast is pretty stiff, these carbon masts. Just starting. Parker had a great start, 102.75. Again, it's about him getting his main sheet tighter when it's breezy and looser when it's lighter. He tends to do the opposite. He tends to trim tighter when it's lighter, and he tries to trim looser when he has good power, and that's the opposite. You want the main sheet tight when it's windy. And if it's really windy and you're hiking, then you can ease it, but see, his boom is just too far off the corner. He's just going too low. He needs to go 3 inches tighter on the main sheet, flatten out that main. But see, ones have learned, they know it's a race to the left. Look at this L right here in like 5th, 6th, Steven 7th, Theo 4th. This is some good racing then. C2 fleet. We have Declan 9162 and Glad 10076. Okay, Declan. There we go.
Did you hear that protest?
Yeah, he won't file that.
Bay barge, this is Whaler 6. Go ahead, Whaler 6.
If he were to try to file that, I would, oh, this is good news. Lorelei winning the B fleet, Jack in 2nd. We just got Jack trimming a little tighter with a tighter outhaul. That sail takes a ton of outhaul. Too full of sail in flat water doesn't work. And even at the C2 level, man, the kids are duking it out for the left side because they saw how much they lost on the right. That's cool. Benton was over early and has been battling back, and he's right back in this race. He is he's 6th right now. And he went right, so that's really interesting. Low tide is at 2/3, 2:15-ish. And we're not even near 2:15 yet. This is race 8. C2's going around the orange buoy, C1's going around, no, B's going around the yellow. Jack is in first. I think he had a pretty rough race the last race, but we've had a much improved day. Now I don't see kids looking upwind very much, but that's 1 minute to go. Look what you do. See people hiking? I think that's L hiking. I think L's doing well this race. It is a hiking boat when you get to the right conditions. Look at Jack going backwards here. I don't know if you can see me, but look at the flag and look at the land behind the flag. Right there, I'm about to be lined up with the flagpole. So the current is strong, going back to that back corner. So that means it's easy to start. The problem with Lorelei doing this, she is winning the regatta, but the problem with doing it is that you're like bait now. Human nature, people are going to work down the line. So she should be more secretive about it. She should be coming from where Jack is at a minute and a half, and then weasel her way down there. But she wants to port tack the fleet badly, but she has just baited all of them to reach because they see that it's favored now. Now Jack's going too fast. Oh no. She almost made it. Great job by Jack. 103.96, had a bad race 2 races ago and then came back and won the next race. And she's doing good. She's looking upwind. She knows she can't tack yet because she's got the red boat there. But she's right on the wind, holding her lane. And then when she thinks she can tack, she's going to roll into it. Oh, this is a little header right here. She could make it now. She knows it too. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. It's better to get going this way. She had good speed last race, so she doesn't look great right now, but I bet you she looks great later. A fleet, boats jibing, so that means the wind is probably not a big shift to either side. Clara has worked bow out on this fleet, and she's leading people to the tip of Naples Island. And then it gets light up there, and the current is going right to left up there, so it's a totally different race up there. We'll see how she does here. And best races at the end. There's L in on the inside. Good races at the end. Celeste, pretty good. Steven, right here, good. Clara Hannum in first or second over there in the B's. Last race of the regatta, bang on the loose side, which is what we've been doing a lot lately. Super stable. Unfortunately right here we got 9060 and 8946 are tied for first going into the last race. So that's not looking really great. We talked to Poppy about trimming tighter, and she is. And that's good. Just giving her more power and even hiking if she has to. So, Declan, last race, C2s. She just crossed the girl that's second in the regatta, and she's first in this race. Declan, first C2 regatta. She's been in the top 3 or 4 at the Weather Mark out of the 9 races 3 times, I think. It's just, these are long races for the younger ones. Here's Vlad coming around in 4th. So I believe Vlad is still winning the regatta. I'm going to have to look at those results. We don't really tell the kids what the results are unless we know it's not going to freak them out. Oh, she's just gaining right now. Look at this. She's just leading them. And then the B fleet right behind them. Here's Clara Hannum. I think Clara Hannum and Lorelei. So the yellow boat, as long as that mast stays standing, is going to be an A fleeter. She's going to be going swimming later. Winning the B fleet. Clara Hannum's in 3rd in the B fleet right now, and I don't think she has a chance at 2nd, but she just might be winning this race. C2 fleet. Look at that lead. She's going around that orange buoy down there. She's got about a 35-second lead in the last race. I don't know if she's having a blast, but I know she is now in this race. Cool. Now we have C2s coming around the orange buoy, and I think L is rounding the yellow buoy. This will be the first time L rounds a mark first in the A fleet. Don't think she's quite 11 yet. Yep, there it is. Now let's see if she can get out of here. She did a good job of just, now what she does is just stare at her wind indicator there a little and just put it at the angle she likes. Now that she overpinched just a little. That's what you want to do around leeward marks, everybody. In Naples Sabots, you do not tack at that buoy. 10% of the time you'll tack at that buoy, but otherwise you'll hit it. But you come around and you sail a few degrees too high just to make sure that you're on the wind and not reaching. Now she's gapping out on him really nicely. He just went to the opposite corner and worked. Second is 8318, 7938 coming in here. L, Celeste, wow, Celeste got second in the regatta. Impressive.